Right. Good morning. Viewpoint, program of personalities, politicians, and perspectives. Well, we've got two. Thank goodness we can leave the politicians out for a while. We have personalities and perspectives, all right. And ladies, we always start the Viewpoint with a kudo. And Judith K., with your leave, I think we'll just make our kudos to the young ladies who are our guests this morning.
Amen.
For their efforts. And you're going to find about that in just a little bit.
Yes.
We always close the program with a quote, but today I want to open one. You know, we just, ladies, if you've seen the movie Lincoln, and if you haven't, try to get to it before it gets out of town. And I thought, since it's so apropos, Mr. Lincoln said, "America will never be destroyed from the outside. If we falter and lose our freedoms, it will be because we destroyed ourselves." Something to ponder. Now, these ladies are a little young to understand the deep philosophy behind that.
No, they're not, because they're nodding their heads. So,
introduce these pretty young ladies.
Yeah, I'd love to. Miranda Brooks is a senior at Lincoln Community High School and vice president of the Library Club. And Rebecca Kirk is a senior at Lincoln Community High School. So, they're almost twins, aren't you? Yeah. And she's the president of the Library Club and the one who came up with this absolutely beautiful idea.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
And I had to ask her how in the world she ever thought of this. I'm so proud of you girls. It's so wonderful to me to think that young people come up with a big idea to help somebody else. I think that is just marvelous, and I congratulate you. Really, thank you, Bill. And I want you to tell everybody else how you came up with this idea, because it's pretty off the wall.
For the original Harry Potter movie, there was a commercial on the VHS where it was like Coca-Cola was collecting books for kids across America that wouldn't normally get them. And I was just thinking about that commercial for some reason, and that's how I came up with the idea.
Well, but you see, it takes somebody to twist it just a tad, tighten up the idea, and make it local, because there are kids here of all ages who enjoy reading and maybe don't have any books, and you are seeing to it that they will. And you started this month, early this month, right? And tell us now about the requirements for the books and the participating merchants and entities who will collect them for us, and the nuts and bolts of the business. And you just take turns. I won't introduce you.
And if I may ask, if you would hold that up for Mr. Ashton, catch that on the camera, please.
Yeah.
Because young ladies, you don't realize this, but you're going to be on the World Wide Web by this afternoon. And so if you have a grandmother somewhere, or a grandfather, or an old boyfriend out somewhere, they can look you up on it. But go ahead, answer Mrs. Busby's questions, if you would, please, about the nuts and bolts of this program.
Okay, Miranda.
Well, this program's called Reading Wonderland, and we are collecting new books from the community. We'll be collecting from local businesses here in Lincoln, which would include Prairie Years, the IGA, and the Lincoln Public Library.
Both buildings, you said.
Yes, both buildings of the Lincoln Public Library. And at Prairie Years, you can get a 15% off discount for books that are being donated.
And it's for people of what ages then, Rebecca?
From the beginning all the way to age 16.
Okay, good. So it can be the big, to use our prison language that we use when we volunteer at the prisons, it can be all the way from the board books up through the chapter books.
Yes.
Okay, that is so great. And you've mentioned the names of the merchants where you could drop them off, and then you're going to distribute them how? And how are you going to get your basic list of children and young people who are going to participate?
The end date is December 3rd, and we're going to collect the books on December 3rd and hand them over to the Angel Tree program. for them to distribute them.
And that works very well. I assume that's still under the auspices of the JCs. It has been for any number of years now. And if I'm not mistaken, going back, the concept of Angel Trees started when we had the Kmart.
That's correct.
Out at the edge of town. The man who was the manager of Kmart here in Lincoln, out where Goodies and Dollar Tree are, was the one who developed the idea for an angel tree. And of course it's nationwide now. And so you're going to participate through them so that kids can have a book. And you never get any younger, you know, and if you can develop a love for reading, you can sure have a good time.
We really, I'm impressed, I know Judith Kay is, with the fact that youngsters of this age have something, they're thinking about their other fellow men and fellow girls.
And fellow girls, yes.
But seriously,
I'm so proud of you.
It's nice to have this type of effort come from our high schoolers.
So go buy a book, for crying out loud, and take it to the IGA. Take it to one of the library buildings. Take it to Prairie Years, where you could get a discount, by the way.
You can buy a book there, yeah.
And share in this wonderful program so that kids can have a book.
Do you have fellow students involved in this program?
The members of the library club helped us wrap the boxes and
the receptacle boxes where you can deposit them.
Who designed your flyer there? That poster? That's pretty neat.
I drew the poster, and I came up with the design, talking it over with Miranda and the other library club people, and then I just drew it on the computer.
You were mentioning before we came in here that
the talent involved there.
Oh, I know it. It's a myriad.
That's wonderful.
Myriad. Yeah. Where was I?
You were right here next to me.
Okay.
Your anchor.
Yes, my anchor.
Rocking your anchor. No, the fact that how many are in your library club?
Yeah. About I think it's about 15, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say around 15 to 20.
Great, and you're getting great support from the kids at the high school. They really are buying into it, you said.
Oh, yeah.
One of the classes has how many books for you?
37.
Wonderful.
They already had to turn in their box early because they filled it up.
That was
they
great.
emptied their box.
And maybe they can fill it again. And we can help them by dropping the books off at the aforementioned places, right?
You know, I'm sitting here, Jim and Judy, with thinking of the acerbic comment made by somebody like W.C. Fields or somebody in that category about youth is a wonderful thing, and the next thing is it's a shame they wasted on these kids. But
it was not wasted in this case
to the point at hand. It's just really, it's refreshing to find this sort of enthusiasm to do something for somebody else. There's a lot of narcissism out here today, some of which is spawned by the parents, unfortunately. That's just a statement of fact. Not intentionally, but just kind of the way it is. It's nice to see these youngsters involved in wanting to do something for somebody else.
And so instead of having a winter wonderland, we're going to have a reading wonderland. That's the name of their program. Look for the boxes. And I would like for you to mention the name of your sponsor, because I think he/she should have some recognition too, because she has to, or he has to back you in your projects, don't they?
You.
Yeah, that'd be Mrs. Jackie Meyer. She's our librarian and the sponsor of the library club.
Did your moms read to you lots when you were little?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That's where it has to start.
That seed was planted. You see, parents out there, you younger, well, most of the parents, they're all working, so they can't hear us. You know, there's a lot of effort into parenting, and obviously sure has paid off here.
Yep.
No. we appreciate very much your being with us. Do you have anything final that you'd like to say to the folks out there that are listening to us, other than urge them to buy these books and tell them where they can get these books?
Tug at their heartstrings.
I just hope that people can donate, and it doesn't have to be anything big and special. It can be something small, because I just feel like if we can make just a couple kids happy, it's really going to be worth it. I'm so excited to hear about the kids that receive these books and how excited and happy they are.
Bless your heart.
That's an exciting thing to hear.
Thank you, girls. Thank you so much.
We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to bring in the next part of the program this morning. We do appreciate your taking the time to come out here, ladies. It's great to have you with us. We wish you all kinds of success in this, and with your enthusiasm and the knowledge that I see in front of us, they're going to do very well.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you so much.